At the Remembrance Temple, Casper and Evilon show Vin and a recently recovered Jamander one of the weapons recovered from the attack on Rufus's compound. It is a strange energy weapon used by Madam Lyra's soldiers. Realizing its potential importance, Jamander immediately asks Evilon to track down its origins. If Lyra is equipping her army with weapons like this, they need to know where they are coming from. Meanwhile, at the temple waterfall, Celia finally confronts Rain about why he has been avoiding her. Rain struggles to explain himself, bound by a promise he made to Rufus. Celia begs him not to abandon her again, and reminds him that they are married. Realizing he is breaking that promise just by being here, Rain reassures her that despite everything, he still loves her. Elsewhere, inside Rufus's compound, Phoenix and Ahra sit opposite Julian Flame. They demand answers. Where has he been all these years, and why has he returned now? Julian begins to recount the painful truth about his past and the beginning of Phoenix's story. Years ago, Julian, his brother Victor, and Victor's wife, Violet, were living in hiding when Violet gave birth to their daughter, Phoenix. For a brief moment, the three of them celebrated the miracle of new life. But that joy did not last long. Julian quickly realized something was wrong. Violet was hemorrhaging. With no equipment and no way to stop the bleeding, Victor and Julian were powerless to help her. All they could do was watch as Violet slowly slipped away. Julian explains that he watched his brother's heart break that day. With their piece of the Iron Heart lying nearby, Violet's soul is sucked within it. Not long after, their hiding place was discovered. One night, a stranger broke into their safe house, but Victor had prepared for this possibility. He had obtained a spell capable of opening a portal into the future. The catch was that it could only be used once, a one-way journey through time. Victor realized that if nowhere in their time was safe, perhaps another era could be. Despite Julian's desperate pleas for him to come with them, Victor stayed behind to buy them time. Thrown into a completely different era, Julian suddenly found himself the sole guardian of his infant niece. To protect her and remain completely anonymous, Julian used his own flamed family ability, mind transference. When a petty thief attempted to rob him at gunpoint, Julian swapped bodies with the man, taking his identity as his own. Using this new face, Julian spent years living in shadows while secretly protecting Phoenix and trying to give her the closest thing to a normal life. But eventually, the past caught up with him. Years after arriving in the future, Julian was approached outside his home by two mysterious men. One of them appeared to be his brother, Victor. Confused and realizing that whoever this was could not possibly be the real Victor, Julian attacked them and fought his way free. The fight was vicious. Managing to escape, he rushed back inside his home, only to discover Donnie Wolf waiting for him. Donnie revealed that young Phoenix was in the next room. He calmly explained that someone with Julian's talents could be very useful to Madam Lyra. If Julian revealed the location of the Flame family's piece of the Iron Heart, he might even be allowed to live. A violent fight broke out. In the struggle, the gun fired. Young Phoenix was shot. But something extraordinary happened. Phoenix died, and then she was reborn. Julian reveals that while every member of the Flame family possesses their own unique ability, they all share one ancient power. If they die unnaturally, they are reborn. Even with this miracle, Julian realized a terrifying truth. Not even time itself could keep Phoenix safe, which led him to make the most devastating decision of his life. He had to give her away. While working one of his many jobs in a high-end restaurant, Julian overheard a conversation between Fei Long and the then Dragon Emperor, Verity's grandfather. Fei was grieving the loss of her husband and felt painfully alone. But as Julian listened, he saw something in her: compassion, strength, and the ability to love deeply. Later that night, Julian secretly brought Phoenix to the Long family estate. When Fei held the baby in her arms, Julian recognized the same love he had once seen in Victor's eyes. In that moment, he knew Phoenix would be safe. With Phoenix finally protected, Julian turned his attention to discovering who had attacked him. He reveals that Madam Lyra is part of a powerful organization that has existed under many different names for decades. In his time, it was known as Grayson Pharmaceuticals. In the present, it operates as the corporate giant, the Lid Towers. Behind its respectable public image lies a secret network of wealthy and influential figures who have pursued one goal for generations: total control. According to Julian, Lyra, now having wrestled control of the business from Lord Valid, is now assembling an army because the company is preparing for war. Their objective is nothing less than domination of the entire kingdom. Julian managed to recruit an informant inside the Lid Towers, but when the informant was discovered, Madam Lyra sent an assassin to slaughter his family and frame him for the murders. That informant was Gabe Knox, the father of Kiana. Back at the temple, Jet analyzes the strange chip removed from the weapon taken from Rufus's compound. He explains that the drained soldiers appear to be controlled by similar implants. If they can locate the central system transmitting the signal, they might be able to free every soldier under Lyra's control at once. Nearby, Rose lies unconscious and begins reliving fragments of her past. In her memories, she stands among new recruits joining the Martinique in the Lunar District. She had fled there after her family was attacked and killed. During combat training, she proved herself incredibly skilled, catching the attention of the group's then leader, Breeze. Later that day, during a celebration for the recruits, Hetoa approaches her and brings her to Breeze's private balcony. Breeze reveals that he already knows her real identity. Her name is not Rose, it's Kiana, and she is running from something. Instead of exposing her, Breeze offers her a deal. Rumors of a mutiny are spreading inside the Martinique. Someone is trying to turn the district into a militarized training ground where civilians will become soldiers. Breeze wants Kiana to uncover who is behind it. In return, he will keep her secret and grant her safe passage out of the Lunar District whenever she wishes. Rose reluctantly agrees. And with this, Rose awakens from her coma as Jomanda rushes to her side. With the new information from Rose, Jomanda gathers everyone to brief them. Suddenly, alarms echo through the temple. Madam Lyra's drained soldiers storm the grounds. The group splits up. Jomanda, Celia, Evilon, and Jet help the residents hide, while Rain, Casper, and Vin move to defend the temple. Casper confronts one of Lyra's soldiers on the bridge, while Vin faces Zico, who now commands the army under the terrifying new title, the Drained Lord. The fight is vicious, and Madam Lyra's soldiers seem to have endless stamina. Casper manages to overpower his opponent and throws the soldier from the bridge. But Vin is not so fortunate. Though he fights with incredible skill, Zico eventually overpowers him and crushes his spine. As Zico mocks a tearfully helpless Vin, Casper intervenes. Seeing his friend in danger unlocks a hidden ability within him. Moving with incredible speed, Casper knocks Zico back. Drawing on what he learned at the temple, Casper then manages to heal Vin's injuries. But the true terror has only just arrived. Madam Lyra herself steps onto the battlefield. She approaches the temple gates, where Rain stands ready to defend the bridge. Rain threatens to burn them if they come any closer, but Lyra orders her soldiers to stand back. She wants to face him alone. Unable to use his powers, Rain attacks her hand to hand. The two fight, and Madam Lyra proves she is not just a sharp tongue. Her reflexes and hits are just as lethal. She moves with the speed of a spider and strikes like a snake. Within moments, she manages to bring Rain to his knees, before asking him to pass on a message. She then snaps his neck and kills him. With Rain dead at her feet, Madam Lyra moves to the temple bridge. She hacks the temple speakers and addresses the residents directly. Furious that the temple interfered with her mission at Rufus's compound, she gives the residents an ultimatum. They have until midnight tomorrow to leave. If they remain, she will return, and she will spare no one. Before leaving, Lyra announces that she has left them a small gift at the temple steps. Her soldiers reveal they have captured a new recruit for the drained program. Evilon pretends to be under their control. Madam Lyra recognizes him and smiles at the thought of him serving under his own brother. Amused, she accepts the recruit and leaves the temple. Elsewhere, Ahra speaks to his son Kai over the phone. It is revealed that Ahra has only been working for Madam Lyra because she is holding Kai captive. But when Kai's voice begins repeating strangely, Ahra realizes the horrifying truth. Lyra has been lying to him. Fury erupts within him like a storm. His eyes transform as soldiers rush into the room. One by one, he brutally takes them down, until only one remains. He freezes the soldier in place and slowly crushes his neck. Then, Ahra vanishes. The war for the kingdom has truly begun.